ado, let's hop in. I will start to share my screen. Good morning. My name is Christy Berganzi. I am a Reiki master, energy healer, a certified transformation coach. I love transformation. I love change. I went through a huge change myself, and I love holding women's hand on their journey for change, whatever that change may look like for you. I'm here for it all day. I'm also a soul activation practitioner and a spiritual leader. I love what I do, and we are going to hop right into it right now. Okay, ladies, here we go. Day 3. Welcome to Finding Herself. It's where we ladies are able to redefine who we are by learning who we are. It's self-retrieval and soul awakening is what I like to consider it. It's an energetic life lift and the start to knowing that you can live a completely new life filled with magic and love within yourself. And as soon as the main thing that I realized when I was craving change is I kept trying to do things externally. If I wanted change to happen in my life, I needed to change myself. So today what we're going to do is we will hop straight into the activation method where we go on a guided journey. I will take you through. And after that, we will go over what soul codes are. We all have them, what they mean for us, what they're good for, and how we can use them to start to align with our true authentic self. That's the goal. That's where we will find full fulfillment in life. It's not external. The day that is most devastating in our life is when we have everything we worked for and we still don't feel fulfilled for some reason or another. It's a terrifying spot to be in. But that's where we step in. It's because we're not living in our soul codes, our authentic self. And when we awaken them, happiness, abundance just starts to overflow. So we will go over that after we go on our soul activation journey. And this is what the journey entails. We work with all 4 of our bodies within this activation. It's our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. If you did one of my workshops back in January, I covered physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies, what they are and what they mean for you. If you want to catch those replays, DM me. I can send you the replays for that if you want all of that information. What it's going to do is it's going to take you from a place of you're stuck in a vibration channel somewhere in your path. Wherever you're at right now, most of us are stuck somewhere. Even if you're elevated, living your best life, we have sticking points. And what this method does is it releases that stuckness, that block, ideally from the root cause. And if not directly from the root cause, which is what we shoot for, we try to get as close as possible. And always whatever your body is willing to receive in this moment. It might not be willing to go back to the root cause. Everything is stepping stones. We peel back the onion little by little. We be gentle with ourselves, which most of the time we don't think about ourselves in that way to be gentle. That's why I remind you and I remind me. Okay, so, and we also, in this method, just so that you know what to expect, we will be working with your subconscious mind. I'm going to ask you specific questions, and whatever comes up in your mind, whether it be visual, maybe audio, like audible, you might hear something, you might think something, you might feel it in your body, or you might just know and have no idea. All of those are our clair senses, and we all have usually one or two that are stronger than the other. So whatever comes up for you today in the way your body communicates with you, the answers is absolutely right for you. Please don't question it. Don't wonder why you're maybe not seeing a visual and maybe someone else does. That's just not your language. It doesn't mean that you don't know how to receive. It's just in a different way. And that also doesn't mean that the healing doesn't take place just because it's not doing the same as it is for someone else. We all have different ways to transform and transmute. And along with our subconscious mind, so whatever comes up first, let's go with that. Our conscious mind follows about 3 seconds after that. And we don't need to reprogram our conscious mind. It's elevated. We want to reprogram our subconscious mind to redo all of the blocks and everything that we have. So that's what we want to work from. So if you are hearing a 7 immediately, and then a 4 might pop up, I'm using as an example, go with the 7. We don't want your conscious, elevated, rational thinking to overtake. We want to work with the stuff that we need to reprogram. So always go with the first, and then we will be working in the quantum field, which is the field of energy all around us that we cannot define in words or numbers. So we're going to be working with all of the energetic field around us. So when we tap into the physical body during the journey, I will be asking you to feel it somewhere on your physical body. And on our mental level, I'm going to ask you during this process for any lessons that you might be learning or see that it's presented to you to learn, to integrate, so that we can create some new core beliefs. How we will affect our emotional level is we're going to be healing the emotions. We're going to be talking to our inner child, allowing them to be safe to release. And then on the spiritual level, we will be lifting any energetic baggage that's been weighing us down, keeping us separate from our connection with Source. Our connection with Source is so important. So the goal of this process is to go back to an event that your mind tells you. So something will, when I guide you, something will pop up into your mind, and it might not be what you think that it should be. It might seem minor to you, but it's so important with your programming for a random event when you were 6 years old on a Sunday afternoon and you didn't get the peanut butter and jelly sandwich cut the way you wanted it cut, is popping up into your subconscious. Well, that's beautiful, beautiful information, because that's what we need to release, because it's not that peanut butter sandwich. It's what we made a situation mean to us to then establish our programming moving forward of who we are, if we're worthy or not worthy of a proper cut of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Maybe we wanted it shaped in a heart, who knows? And her mom said, no, I don't have time for that. You know, all these little things actually transmute into big things down the road. And then we're confused. No wonder why we're confused on why things are happening the way we are, because we got programmed when we were 6 years old. We don't remember a peanut butter sandwich. Programmed us into believing that we're not worthy of ordering exactly what we want when we're in a restaurant, and we'll accept less than what we want. So again, we will be working with the subconscious mind and all 4 of our bodies. What I want you to do now, ladies, is please get in a very comfortable position and just start to think about what you want to, what block is coming into your life these days. Maybe it's procrastination, maybe it's not feeling worthy, maybe it's scared to switch careers, maybe whatever it may be, whatever is bothering you or holding you back. Or maybe it's as simple as just wanting change. So start to think about what that is and what that means for you right now. As you settle in and start to get comfortable, in where you're at. And I'm going to check back over in Facebook to see how everyone's doing over there. Wonderful. Hello, DC. So happy that you're here. Okay. So settling in, getting comfortable, closing your eyes. Well, we begin to focus our attention on something that's blocking us today. Something in our life. And as you start to think about what you want to focus on today, I want you to give it a number on a scale of 1 to 10. How much is this holding you back in life? And then I want you to think about what you want to achieve by overcoming this goal or this block, overcoming the block. What is your goal? What do you want to achieve? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how worthy you believe that you are in achieving this goal? How safe on a scale of 1 to 10 you feel having this goal? Tap into your body right now. Might not know why you don't feel safe, and it might have to do with the past life. So whatever comes to your mind automatically, go with that. How much do you trust that you're able to have whatever your goal desire is? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you able to allow yourself to have this? You go full force into surrendering today. You can quantum leap to achieving your goals immediately. And at the very least, shed off a layer, one step closer into achieving what you truly desire in life. So keeping all of these numbers in mind to refer back to at the end, I want you to get yourself into a nice, comfortable, and relaxed position. If your eyes are not already closed, please soften your gaze or close your eyes. Taking a few deep breaths in. Flowing down your body. Relaxing the muscles in your face. Relaxing your shoulders down. Knowing that you're in a completely safe place. And I want you to envision a staircase in front of you now. Staircase is floating in beautiful clouds. Nothing else is around. And as you feel guided and ready, I want you to take the first step down going from 10 to 9. Feeling more comfortable. Step down to 8 and 7. Allowing your body to feel free and safe to step down 6 and 5. Feeling really relaxed and protected. You step down 4 and 3. Feeling completely safe and at home. You step down 2 and 1. And as you look around, you notice that you're inside that energy protection bubble that we created yesterday. Seeing the glimmering, sparkling energy all around you as you feel completely safe and protected. Now take all of your consciousness to your body. Breathing in deeply through your nose and out through your mouth. Where in your physical body do you feel the energy stuck? You might physically feel it. You might have heard a word. You might just know. And I want you to ask this part of you, what is your purpose? Just focusing on this part of you. When you're ready, I want you to tap in to when was the first time you noticed this feeling. Was it this lifetime? If you just heard a yes, ask what age. Was it a past lifetime? If the answer is yes, ask how many lifetimes ago. Allowing your body to safely remember the first time you experienced this feeling. Take yourself back to that memory. What is the memory that pops into your mind, and what emotions around that memory? What thoughts are you thinking? And what did you decide in that moment about yourself? And what about that self are you making that mean? Is there any meaning behind this emotion? Whatever negative emotion, what did that make you feel? And what did you become? What feeling did you decide to establish into your subconscious in that moment? Listen to your body for the answers. And ask yourself, are you ready to let this go today? That belief of whatever happened in that memory and what you made that mean, even if you don't know what it is, but you know it's there, are you ready to let it go today? And if you are, set the intention to let it go. We're going to transmute these emotions and energy and send them directly away into the light. When you're ready, place your awareness on this emotion, whatever feeling it brings up for you. And give acknowledgement to this emotion that you're holding in your body. And say thank you for all that you have made me see. All that you protected me from. Thank you that you felt the need to have me close off to protect me. And now I want you to set the intention to send this emotion away. And repeat after me, talking to this emotion that we want to release in your body. And say out loud or in your mind's eye, I no longer need to carry this in this lifetime. It does not serve me. And it is safe to still be served in this lifetime without this emotion trying to protect me. When you're ready, I want you to say, I command this emotion to be sent to the light. And witness this beautiful white light within your bubble coming down onto your body and extracting that emotion energetically out of wherever you're holding it in your physical body. Commanding again that this be transmuted into the light. And as this emotion is releasing out of your body, let this white light expand throughout every cell and molecule of your mind, body, and soul. And feel it releasing any of the negative emotions that you were holding on to, which are now being transformed into love. As we now are going to call and cut on any cords that may be still attached to this event. An energetic cord is like an umbilical cord connecting you to whatever emotion that still remains after the energy has left us. We might still have cords. I want you to look down in your mind's eye. You might be able to see them attached to this event. You might be able to feel a cord. It might be even in a different place in your body. And go ahead and ask for whoever needs to be brought to you now to present themselves in front of you. Who in this memory do you need to release and cut a cord? Have them appear in front of you now. And I want you to walk up to the first person and connect in, whether you feel it, see it, sense it, or just know, where is this cord attached to them? And where is it attached to you? And really take this statement in as I say it out loud. I want you to absorb it into your energy system as if you're saying it. I request for these cords to be cut, cleared, and canceled across all time and space for all negative emotions that are attached to these cords. Think about the negative emotion and release it. Allow this cord to be cut and transformed into the light and be replaced by unconditional love. And so it is. Now I want you to see if there's anyone else, or if it's the memory specifically. Where are the cords attached to them or it? And follow it back to where it's attached to you. And setting the intention, I request for these cords to be cut, cleared, and canceled across all time and space for all negative emotions associated and attached to these cords to be transformed into the light and released from me now. And so it is. And I want you to take a big, deep breath in, full of love and grace. As you witness these cords being cleared, maybe they dissipate, maybe they're cut, maybe they float away. And as this is happening, I want you to also witness or feel wherever these cords were, that magical white safety bubble of energy becomes energetically gold, filling in the holes where the roots of the cords once lived. And if you're ready, this is an invitation for forgiveness. Now that the cords are cut, we're going to forgive anyone associated with this memory or with any other memory or associated with this emotion that we're releasing. Have them appear in front of you now. Might even surprise you who shows up. And I want you to stand in front of them, all of them, or choose who you feel the strongest resistance towards. And I want you to look them directly in the eyes and with love and compassion and meaning. I want you to tell them everything you feel about them. Do not hold back. Tell them everything they have done to hurt you or hold you back. I will give you a few minutes. Take your time, be thorough, and get it out. Do not hold back. Now that you've said all that you wanted to say, I want you to state out loud, I'm sorry. I thank you. I forgive you. I love you. I release you. And I'm setting us both free now. As you feel this in your very core of releasing them with love and forgiveness, not acceptance of what they did, but forgiveness, witness them floating away into the clouds. And now I want you to walk up to that younger version of you from the memory. And I want you to smile at her. And I want you to let her know that it's okay. Tell her you're safe now. I'm here to help you and set you free. Take that younger version of you. Take her by the hands and look deep into her eyes and say, I am so sorry you had to go through that. You did not deserve that. And that was not okay. That is uniquely yours. And it was not okay. I'm so sorry you had to go through that, feeling all by yourself. But you're safe now. and you can move on. Let that little girl know. Tell her you are so loved. You are so special. You are unique, and you have a purpose here. You have a mission to fulfill. And it's time to live your life now. When you're ready, I want you to give your younger version of yourself a big hug and squeeze her so tight. And I want you to request from your higher self, from source energy, from whoever you feel brings you universal love and energy, to download unconditional love. As you allow this younger version of yourself to be integrated back into your soul now. She was left behind because she was hurt, but never forgotten. She's been gone for so long, but now she's returned. As you hug her, hold that energy back into you now. And start to notice the positive charge within your energy system. As you start to feel more whole and like a piece of you has returned, when you're ready, go ahead and notice 2 lights on each side of you, like pure energetic beams. Allow your energy with your newly found soul integration to rise above this event, allowing you a bird's eye view, looking at this memory with no longer having any more emotions attached to it. What do you see was happening? As the higher version of yourself, objectively, what can you learn from this memory now that your emotion is no longer attached to it? And how do you use this new inner strength to move forward? As you gently gaze up, you see a mirror. This vision or feeling or knowing is you, your higher self. What does she look like? She invites you over and she calls you to step through that mirror. Allow yourself to step through as she shows you a day in her life. She allows you to see, what do you really want in your perfect world? This is you. What are you doing in your perfect day, in your perfect future, when everything is aligned perfectly? And now your higher self takes you by the hands. And she has a message for you. What is her message? And now you stand in front of your higher self as she gives you a hug. And you start to integrate into her. Feeling this powerful energy running through you now. She tells you one thing to do today to start your change. As you start to walk up the stairs, allow her to tell you what that one thing is that you can do today, whenever the time is right for you, as you start to walk up the first stair. You take a step up to the second and third stair. Stepping up to the fifth and sixth. What will you change then? Step 7. Step 8. What does the day look like for you? Step 9. And step 10. As you start to feel the warmth of the sun awakening like spring, blooming with flowers, feeling like you have a piece of you that's returned, and also a superpower. As you begin to feel into Mother Earth's energy, sprouting roots at the bottom of your feet, connect in back into the physical plane, inviting your energy back into your physical body. Taking a moment here to take a few deep breaths and acquaint yourself back to your body. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Opening up your eyes. Welcoming you back. Hello. Now you might be a little sleepy. You might be energized. It is so important that the rest of the day you drink tons and tons of water, journal anything that came up for you, and be very kind to yourself. Take these messages with you. So what we're going to do now is I am going to go over what soul codes are. So let me go back to sharing my screen. with you all. Here we go. Okay, wonderful. Some soul codes and why I actually created my program called Soul Compass Codes. What are soul codes? What are they? Has anybody heard of what it is? An idea? I've said earlier this week, it's a blueprint of us. And very individual to who we are and very specific to us. The core of you is your soul code. It is your unique coding. It's your inner voice that wants you to unbury. It wants to be uncovered because beneath what we buried on top of our soul code, that's where we find our gifts that you've had your entire existence. And unfortunately, you've had to, like most of us have, felt the need to hide them a long time ago. But what if we can unearth these treasures? It's really just getting back to your authenticity, your authentic you. And all of that lies within you, within your specific coding. Like a computer, there's different codes. You are a computer that's run by an energetic soul. And it's that is your soul is calling you. And she's asking you to remember. Remember what you came here for. And remember that you are seated with a code. Once we know that, we can crack the code. Most of our lives, we get to the point where we don't even know who we are anymore. But that code is within you, and it has been since the very beginning. And that code, your code, is very specific to you, and it holds vital information about the frequency of you and your specific magic that lies within just you. No one else. We all come from the same source energy, but our codes are specific to us. And you have been chosen to come here, and you've agreed to bring these codes with you on this life adventure. It's so important that you show this world your own uniqueness. Most of us forget this at birth because we start off this life wanting to learn things, right? So it's called psychic amnesia. When we are at birth, some of us have more amnesia than others. And then through social conditioning of life around us, it reinforces forgetting who we are. Really who we are. And as we grow up to become the culture that we live in, and then also the people that have raised us, and the peers who reflect us and we reflect them, everyone always trying to become more similar with each other to fit in, so there's less judgment or rejection. And so we live these lives and we can't understand why we don't feel aligned or feel like we're living our authenticity, because we're not. At our core, on a soul level, we don't feel like we're ourselves. We might feel like imposters, like our whole life is a facade, and it's only because we are layered upon a facade that's on top of our soul codes. We are hiding our authenticity. We are hiding our true self. And if you want change, it's because you want to be free of these layers. And if you want change, you're ready. You're ready to awaken and to activate your own authentic truth and your authentic self. And you're ready to remember. You probably felt an inner voice calling you. It might feel like a longing or like something is missing. And you might not even know what that is or why you're feeling this kind of lack of fulfillment. I've heard it described as they miss something and they don't know what they're missing, or they've lost something and they want to re-find it, or there's something there that they need to get to and they don't know how. What it is a piece of you is missing, or it's incomplete. See, you were brought here to not just share your unique gifts, but be your unique gifts. The most important connection we have is being our authenticity with each other. If I share a gift that I have with you, it's not as effective as if I were to be that gift that I am for you to absorb and learn from and strengthen your codes. So we need to bring ourselves back to being our unique gifts. But first, we've got to find them. This is why we say finding ourselves in our 30s and 40s. We got to find them. At least we're aware that there is something there that we're looking for. Now we just got to find those codes. Because your gifts, your codes, they're needed here. That's why you came here. You are on purpose, and we need you. It's why you've embodied and incarnated. It's why you're feeling a pull towards something more, because you're ready to step into who you are. It's that silent call to something greater or something more. It's not out there. She's in here. She's within you. She's been here all along. And all she asks is for you to listen. That you remember. And most importantly, that you become. And first, we need to remember what we're capable of so that we can step into our own greatness, which is your soul purpose and your path. We're all looking for a purpose in our life. You are meant to have a loving relationship. It is your birthright to have feelings of deep connection and fulfillment and abundance. Your unique soul code right now is being placed in your awareness. So now it's your responsibility to uncover them for your own benefit. It's only to make you more fulfilled and happy. It will make everyone happier around you because you are happier. Pure joy, you have to feel it. You have to live it. And you can't do that from external material things. You have that deep knowing that your most joyful life and love come on the other side of that veil that's holding us back, pretending that we don't have these codes. Focus more on our outside world. So once we've had this revelation that we're having now you can't go back to not being authentic. And if you felt stuck on this side of the veil, it's keeping you from your best life. And it's so frustrating when you know it's there, but you don't know how to get to it. You can see it, taste it, feel it. So what would it feel like to be on that other side of that veil? What would it feel like to unwrap all of these layers that we put upon ourselves that we know aren't authentic to us? And now we feel like we're imposters walking around every single day, hoping that we get into a same rhythm of Groundhog's Day. Often what's missing is our soul alignment most of the time. You showing up authentically as you and joyful. We only right now have this lifetime, this moment. Your soul was brought here for a reason. It really was. You chose to be here and you were seated with a code of elements of who you are meant to be. The whole goal is to get you to the point of who you wanted to be before you came here. And you chose to come here to life to be that person that you're meant to be. Sometimes it can be hard to hear what our soul is calling us to do. And that's because we have so many other inputs, and our culture and our patterns and our histories and our families and our dynamics with our friends at work, our loved ones, all of the assumptions we've accumulated over this life, comparisons and expectations we have on other people and mainly ourselves. It can be hard to even know or feel like we know what we're doing in life sometimes. So instead of living our truth, we spend most of our lives looking outside, searching, seeking, still being unsure, doubting ourselves even more, giving in more and more to our fears, trying to fit into someone else's mold. And we keep telling ourselves we can't or we're not good enough. Getting back to your path feels impossible. Maybe you feel so far off your path, you're in the weeds. You can't see how it's even possible. But you are pure love, and your destiny, everything you're meant for in this life depends on you coming back to your codes. That when you find your codes, you find your path. When you find your path, you find your purpose. When you find your purpose, you live in passion and love and abundance. We don't really owe anything to waste any more time. One of the primary misalignments is that we're not showing up fully who we are in our authentic, unique self. So what we're meant for, we have thrown our life off scent. We've added layer upon layer and learned a persona and a protection that keeps us away and hidden from our true authentic self because of fear and because of fear of being judged and rejected and abandoned. And it keeps us separated from our very essence, which is the only thing that will fully allow us to feel connected. If you feel like you're kept from being seen or heard, or you're distant from yourself, your loved ones, you're so far off track. You programmed yourself for protection, and rightfully so, but it's time to know that it is okay and it is safe. You are safe to be felt and found again in order to live the life that you are meant for, that you came here for. When you return back to your soul codes, you are uncovering the truth of your own light and the love that you have lying dormant within you. Everything in life will start to come together, because once you stop purposely throwing your scent off from your gifts that are meant for you, your abundance in life that is meant for you, everything falls into place. Everything. When I started my journey 2.5 years ago, this was my before picture. I was mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually drained. I needed change. I went on a 2.5-year transformation journey. And this after picture is one of my bucket list trips. I took myself on my own retreat to Sedona. That's when I turned 40 years old. After doing 2.5 years of inner work. It doesn't have to take that long. That's why I created Soul Compass Codes. I put together everything I acquired into an 8-week program. I'm so proud of it. I'm so excited. This is like the fast track to finding out who you are and what you really want in life, and then getting it. In phase 1, we go over the 4 bodies, how to create new habits. We face reality and we face our saboteurs to unmask them and learn how they are unconditional love for us. And were once our greatest allies and protectors. We learn how to work with them so that we don't have to fight against them anymore. And we're able to reassess our own reality and cut into a completely different path. All of it is mindset magic, the first phase. And then we move into the shift system, which is now upgraded to 18 unique modalities into one system, very easy to use. I teach you all the different modalities, and then you get to, without thinking about it, create your perfect energetic therapy treatment session for yourself, as in-depth or easy as intuitively picking one out of the 4 columns to put together a session for you or someone you love. But more importantly, to understand the energetics that we work with in our life and how to work with that energy to our favor and our benefit. And then in phase 3, we learn all about the different archetypes and themes there are for this lifetime and which one we chose. You might be surprised at what's uncovered on the theme of who you are at your core. That will help you pivot, change, or move forward into your life purpose with a huge soul activation, and we will get you into actually identifying and creating a map for your soul codes. At the end, we have a big ritual. It's going to be amazing, awesome. And so if you are interested in this program, it starts May 1st. We meet twice a week. It's a VIP type of group. Check out soulcompasscodes.com. There's also a link below. You fill out the application and we will see if you are a fit. I don't want to force anyone into something that we've got to feel the energy, and I'm here to help you. And I want you to be a fit for the program, and I want us to be a fit for you. So we see if we're right for each other through that application process. Not everyone is the right fit, and if we are not, I will absolutely guide you in the right direction. And you can also, on the website, thesoulcompasscodes.com, along with the application, you can also choose to just hop on a free 15-minute either Zoom or phone call with me to go over potentially what your goals are in your life, where you're at, where you want to be, and then what your next steps would be. That will be free, helpful assistance for you. So thank you so much, ladies, for going on this 3-day journey with me. This Saturday morning, I will be hopping on at 9 a.m. to tell you the one most important thing to keep in mind and to know out of this whole 3-day process. It's something that I have not said yet. So tune in live, quick little brief 15-minute connection Saturday morning, 9 a.m., the one most important thing you need to know in order to change your life. I will tell you Saturday morning, 9 a.m. And remember, no matter where you go, what you do, or who you see today, please take all of you with you, no matter where you go. You are important and you are on purpose. We need you here so much. Until I see you again, hopefully Saturday morning, 9 a.m. right here. Have a wonderful day, ladies.